Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. It's a blustery, cold day in April, and we're going to catch some big walleyes on the Bay of Green Bay. These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, we're with our longtime friend, Brett Jolly. And Brett, I mentioned long time because it was about 15 years ago when you first figured out this bite off of Oconto, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was around then, and it was a fantastic bite, and we were the only ones out here doing it. But, it's gotten a lot more popular, but it's still a great bite.
I think, if folks want to catch a 10-pound walleye or a trophy fish, I mean, this is the place to be this time of year.
Absolutely. There's a lot of big fish. We catch piles of fish up around that 30-inch mark, so it's a great place for big fish.
And we're earlier enough where these fish are pre-spawn, folks, so anything 28 inches or above could be 10 pounds.
Oh, easily, or bigger.
And it's a casting bite.
All casting.
Oh, we're gonna have fun today. We got a special guest.
Yeah.
Attorney Chris McGillis.
Oh, he's my buddy.
He's a good fisherman too.
Yeah, he is.
All right, buddy. Hey folks, so show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this.
The Quickset screen shelters are perfect for campers and outdoor enthusiasts looking for additional space and comfort. With a fast and easy setup in less than 60 seconds with no additional poles or assembly required, you will be able to enjoy the outdoors faster. Quickset screen tents feature no CM mesh, so you can be bug-free in the comfort of your screen tent late into the evening. The Quickset screen tents are available in a wide range of models, so there's a perfect one for everyone. Quickset by Clam.
Well, Amsoil's slogan is first in synthetics, and a lot of people don't realize that, but they invented synthetic oil, and initially it was really because of conservation or going green. They wanted to have much longer intervals in between oil changes, and because of the longer intervals between changes, there's less waste, and for a lot of people that means only one oil change a year. And another great benefit is the wear protection. An independent lab compared Amsoil's Signature Series synthetic motor oil head-to-head against the leading competitor in a 100,000-mile test. Signature Series provided far superior wear protection and kept bearings looking like new. To find out more, go to amsoil.com.
Hey folks, welcome back. As I talked about, 28 degrees this morning. It's not a warm day, but we're on the Bay of Green Bay. And before we even start fishing, Brett likes to drive around, and Humminbird has the best mega side imaging on the market.
Absolutely.
And what are you looking for here?
I'm looking for fish. We're cruising. There's one right there. There's another one.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just big sand flats out here. So I'm riding around looking for fish. I'm not
There's
fishing
one.
spots.
Yeah.
Yep, right there.
And so you mark the fish and then you set up a drift.
Set up a nice quiet drift, come through them. We try not to spook the fish. It's relatively shallow water. We're going to be in 5 to 8 feet of water. So we're going to set way upwind, come back through them, and then keep doing that.
Hey, here we go, Brett.
Nice.
I think I got a walleye on here, buddy. We spent some time kind of scouting around. Here he comes. And let's see, what do we got there, Jolly?
A little pike.
A northern pike. And that's actually worth talking about, folks. I'll tell you what, the pike fishing out here on the bay, the last couple of years, they're seeing a lot of big fish.
Yeah.
But that's not uncommon, Brett, this time of year, huh, buddy?
No, I mean, even all season we catch a lot of pike. That's an average size fish.
But look at that. What's interesting to me is the build on these fish. They're really
very
built
solid,
well,
solid fish. Yeah, that's for sure.
I wanted to tell the folks we've actually spent the last hour just kind of scouting around for them all. You spend a lot of time doing that.
Oh, I do a lot of riding around, trying to figure out where the fish are at, using my mega side imaging, and we find those big schools, and we'll come back on them tomorrow.
Hey, look at that, Chris McGillis.
Got a fish, John?
What do we think here, buddy? I just caught that pike.
We'll see. I don't know.
I hope it's a walleye. What do we got, Jal?
Walleye.
All right. Way to go there, McGillis.
Hey.
Nice.
Hey, that's a nice fish. Hey, Chris, that was on that Caitlin's hair jig, huh?
Yes, sir. Purple and black, John.
Boy, that's been a great bait, and that is beautiful walleye to start our season off, Jolly.
Yeah, nice fish.
that, nice
Nothing wrong with
fish.
that.
You know, we kind of touched on it before, Brett. This is your really first day out, and
Yeah.
your first day out, you spend a lot of time scouting and figuring it out.
That's the main thing I wanted to come out here and do this afternoon. We didn't have a lot of time. I just wanted to check things out, see where the fish are at, find the warm water, and tomorrow we'll whack them.
Hey, but Gillis, you love this, don't
Hey.
you?
Oh, it's so much fun. Beautiful fish.
Yeah, that's a beautiful walleye, and this time of year, we really got a shot at a big one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's 30 inches all around us.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Get ready for spring walleyes with Rapala Shad Wraps. On sale for $6.99.
Boy, am I glad we brought an attorney along with us, Jolly,
Yeah,
you
he's
know? Couple casts later, he's hooked up again.
Another one, John.
That is awesome, Chris.
Yep. Another walleye.
Decent, Joel?
Yeah, it's nice fish. Nothing big, not a huge one, but
John, there's no such thing as a bad walleye in the bay.
No, I agree, buddy. And you've done a lot of fishing here on your own. This is, for folks that haven't done it, this is a special deal, isn't it, Chris? The
Yeah, it's
spring
so much
fishing?
fun, John. We're having a great time out here. Sun's going down, catching walleyes.
You know, Brett, I asked you this question a little while ago off camera. Can time of day be a deal?
you know, at times it can be, but typically they bite fairly well all day long. This evening, though, we're getting a few bites, so, you know, that could be the deal today. It's been a little tough for everybody I've talked to.
Well, folks, even though it's a very cold evening, it was a beautiful sunset. And Brett, like you said, we did just what you wanted to do, get up, line up about 4 or 5 spots with fish for tomorrow.
Yep. You know, I just wanted to get out here, you know, figure out where the fish are set up right now, where the warmest water is, and tomorrow we're going to come out and we're going to have a good day.
We are fishing the Bay of Green Bay out of Oconto, Wisconsin. A 2-hour drive from Milwaukee, 3.5 hours from Chicago, and 4.5 hours from Minneapolis.
What a time to be live. Humminbird's new Mega Live 2 forward-facing sonar is your front row seat to every epic catch, unfolding as it happens, with more clarity than ever before. Decipher between dinks and diamonds in the brush. Choose between 15 color palettes and 3 views. Zero in with enhanced bait tracking and marvel at all the jaw-dropping detail. New Mega Live 2. Next-gen clarity, next-level fun. Only with Humminbird.
Folks, I've relied on Johnson Pump products for many years, and now they're even better. Check out the new Aqua Void Bilge and the Aqua O2 Aerator.
The best advantage with the new products is no tools necessary to replace your motor cartridge. Quick watertight connector and the same easy change cartridge. With the new motor cartridges, we have a high efficiency impeller and a low amp draw motor. To the angler, they're going to have faster fill of their live wells, and they're going to have better aeration along with a faster evacuation of their bilge. This pump will fit on any boat. It has a multi-configuration inlet port as well as a 360 rotation outlet port.
Johnson Pump, reliability on board. Well, folks, it's April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day, and woke up this morning 18 degrees. I'll tell you what, that's pretty chilly. Now, tonight it's supposed to snow up here. Tomorrow, 40-mile-an-hour winds out of the southeast, so we got the rest of the day to finish the show. And Brett, we found the fish yesterday, and what do you recommend for baits this time of year?
Yeah, you got your Reef Runner Flash Shad. This style ripping bait is fantastic this time of year, and then we use hair jigs. The hair jigs are really, really good, especially when the bite's a little slower.
And that Kalen's hair jig actually comes with a stinger hook, which is important, right?
Oh yeah, you have to have the stinger hook. With no stinger hook, you're not going to catch half as many fish.
And who's our guest today?
We got my buddy Sterling King. He's a guide out here on the bay and in central Wisconsin.
Well, folks, I'll tell you what, that took us about 45 minutes before our first bite. Jolly's hooked up, and that's on that Kalen's hair jig.
Yep.
Oh, here he is.
Decent fish.
Oh,
there we go.
Jolly, there you go, buddy. That is a beautiful walleye. And you know, I don't know if we really talked about it a lot yesterday, but the potential of catching a 10-pounder here is as good as anywhere in the world.
Absolutely. We get a lot of big fish. You know, I get a lot of those 30 plus every year.
I want to mention though, you know, first Saturday in May, the season officially opens and you can keep 5 walleyes.
Yep, 5 over 15.
And that fishing is great in May. Do you have any openings in May?
I've got some openings in May,
Oh, you
June,
do?
July, August, all summer.
And you almost always limit out, don't you?
Almost every day.
Yeah, hold that out. Beautiful fish. I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell you how I caught this fish in a second. Here he comes. Oh, Jolly, it's a nice fish,
Yeah, it
buddy.
is.
Staying down there, you got him?
Got him.
Yeah, nice net job there. I was just asking Jolly for a little bit heavier Kaylin's hair jig, and that fish hit for a second about 20 feet out. Jolly, that fish hit right by the boat.
Yeah.
Right by the boat. And Brett always tells you, finish your cast, right?
Yeah, that's a nice chunky female right there.
Yeah, it
nice
is.
Fish.
But seriously, finish your cast.
Always.
And what do you do at the end?
Just a nice gentle little hop right at the end there, and they crush it right by the boat all the time.
Those are fun to catch. And again, folks, this time of year during April, you can keep one fish over
15. One fish over 15 inches. But once you take possession of that one fish, you're legally done.
Okay.
That's your limit.
Yeah, so we're just doing catch and release today.
Yep.
But if you want a wall hanger, you can. That's nice that they let you keep one fish.
Yeah, just one. Nice.
Hey, Sterling's got a big fish on. Here he is right away. Wow, look at the size of that walleye.
Nice
That
fish.
is gorgeous. Hey, Sterling, I'll tell you what, buddy, you came through there, and you're a guide out here too, huh?
Yep, took a little bit to get going, but finally pulled one off.
No, that is a gorgeous fish. Now, that is an example of a beautiful walleye out of the Bay of Green Bay. And Jolly, the hair is where you're going today?
Yeah, hair jigs, you know, especially when the bite's a little tougher, like it's been with this bad weather, cold weather, hair jigs are just the best bait to use this time of year.
Now, we got water temps about what?
About 37 degrees, so it's still pretty cold.
So when you got 37-degree water temps, you want to slow you down or what?
Slow it down, smaller, more subtle baits like the hair jig.
Yeah, in a couple minutes here, we'll show how to retrieve that hair jig. But
yeah.
Hey, Sterling, way to go, buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, congratulations. You have a baby boy on the way, huh?
Yep, due July. So.
In July. Is that going to change your fishing?
It might a little bit.
Yeah. As we mentioned, you know, 37, 38 degree water temperature, you want to use a hair jig. I mean, that's the deal.
That's the best
jig
bait.
is nice. It comes with, actually comes with a stinger hook, which is important.
It's
But
very important.
The retrieve is so crucial. All right, take us through it, buddy.
Okay, so you bomb it out there.
Okay.
And what you want to do is watch your line. That's the key. When your line goes flat, it's 2-3 cranks. Watch the line go flat, 2-3 cranks. And you just keep doing that all the way in. When you get close, a couple soft hops right next to the boat, and they'll whack it, usually on the drop.
So the high vis line, like I use the flash green Seagar,
that's
you keep an eye on that. When that jumps, that's a bite?
When it jumps, it's a bite, but it's also really critical to watch for your line to go slack when the bait hits the bottom.
So that Seagar, that flash green is the best.
Absolutely.
And then what do you use for leader material?
I like the 10-pound Seaguar with hair jigs.
Okay.
You know, I usually use the Invisex.
The Invisex I like too.
Yep.
Okay. Well, seconds later, it's
Let's
old
go.
Chris McGillis up there.
Another Walter, John.
This one feel pretty good?
Yeah, it feels all right. It's a nice fish.
Oh, let's see him. Yeah, let's see how big he. Oh, look at that walleye. Another beauty.
Doing the same type of retrieve
Yeah.
that Sterling was telling us about, and hit right on the drop.
Hey, I want to talk to you a little bit. Of course, Chris is one of the top personal injury attorneys in the state of Wisconsin, and you work a lot with the firemen and the policemen, and you just had a charity event, Ignite the Fire, and the proceeds go to?
Ignite the Spirit, John. It was a great event that we did, an ice show. We went out there, and Local 215 Charitable Fund, as well as Ignite the Spirit. It was a great time.
Now, where does that money go?
It goes towards helping injured firefighters and their families around the state of Wisconsin to help them out with, bills, house payments, medical bills, things like that when they're dealing with a tough situation.
And we gave a fishing trip away for that. Who's going?
Yeah, a gentleman by the name of John Barmore was
Okay.
the big winner, and he's so excited to go out. We called him on the ride up. He's so excited to go out with us and have a day on the water.
Hey folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2025 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Rich Strom of Burlington, Wisconsin, caught this 14.5-inch crappie in Walworth County using a jig. Joe Garrity of Colfax, Wisconsin, caught this 25-inch largemouth bass held by his grandson on Potato Lake using a wax worm. Keith Wadowski of Germantown, Wisconsin, caught this 46-inch muskie in St. Germain on a shiver minnow. Josh Hess of Racine, Wisconsin, caught this 14-inch perch on Green Bay using a minnow. And this week's first kid winner is Gavin Zimmerman of Princeton, Wisconsin, caught this 14-inch perch on Lake of the Woods on a minnow head. And Miles Rowley of Plymouth, Wisconsin, caught this 14.5-inch crappie on a lake using a minnow. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. This week, get a $20 Fleet Farm gift card when you buy St. Croix open water rods and combos, and save $2 on Suffolk's 832 braided fishing line.
When you're meeting with a client, it's so important that you're present with them and you're listening. I've heard lawyers say your job as a trial lawyer is to read the law, understand the law, make the argument. You can't get emotionally connected with your client. I completely disagree with that. In order to tell your client's story, you want to learn what's important to them. Sit down and have a meal together. Learn about their family. Learn about their history. Learn about where they're from. You have to emotionally connect with them. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
If you're looking for a quick but delicious appetizer, I have the perfect recipe for you. Let's make some homemade pizza rolls. All you need is a few ingredients: tortillas, your favorite string cheese, pizza sauce, and the Johnsonville mild Italian sausage. First, grab a tortilla, add your favorite pizza sauce, and spread it around. Then add the cooked Johnsonville mild Italian sausage, add a piece of string cheese, and then roll it up into a pizza roll. You can cook it in the air fryer at 380 for 4 minutes on each side, or on the stove with a little bit of oil until golden brown. You could smell the Italian sausage from the office, couldn't you?
Good. Now let's see what you did with the Italian sausage.
Homemade pizza rolls with the Johnsonville mild Italian sausage.
Oh, is that good? I love that Johnsonville Italian.
Yep, and you don't even need any seasoning because Johnsonville does it for you.
Oh, those are really good.
Johnsonville mild Italian sausage. Find it at your favorite retailer today.
All right, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, good job there,
Yeah,
buddy.
nice fish.
That is a real nice walleye.
Yeah, I just switched to that Reef Runner flash shad.
Here he is. Oh, look at how clear that water is, too. Is that beautiful? Great job, Jolly. Now, the retrieve on this one is very different.
Yeah.
But you love this new bait, huh?
It's a really good bait, yeah. You know, actually, today's one of the first days I've gotten a chance to use it. It's brand new, and yeah, it's a great lure.
Now, what times of year is that bait good?
It's a really good cold weather bait, you know, early in the year, spring, really good in fall, too.
Okay, and you can fish it in shallow, deep, whatever?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can count it down in deep water or fish it up in 2-3 feet of water.
Yeah, I got to come back here after opening day and keep my 5 walleyes.
Oh,
right?
yeah, this would be a good eater.
Yeah, and the walleyes taste really good out of here.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and again, folks, you come out with jowls, and I don't think I've fished with you May, June, July, August, not limited out.
Oh,
seriously.
yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I love the colors of this. What is it called? called? Reef Runner?
The Reef Runner Flash Shad.
Flash Shad.
Yep.
And you know, these are really awesome baits out here, really all year long.
Yep.
And Jal, maybe you can show us the retrieve on these baits, okay? And we're fishing again in about 8 feet of water?
8 feet of water right here, yep.
Okay, so cast out.
Yep, I like long cast, bomb it out there.
Okay.
Let it sink to the bottom.
Right.
And then just kind of a slow lift, pause, and reel it down.
Okay.
Lift.
And repeat.
Pause, reel down.
And you want to hit the bottom on the reel down?
Yeah, yep. That's kind of the pause. You let it kind of swing back down to the bottom, reel up, pause, and that's it.
Now we just showed that retrieve, but you even slowed it down more.
Slowed it way down.
Really?
Yep.
Does this feel like a good one?
Yeah, it feels decent.
Yeah. We haven't run any of the big females yet, but that could happen anytime.
Yeah, you never know. They're around.
Oh, look at that. There's another beautiful walleye from the Bay of Green Bay. Good job. That's a beautiful fish there, Brett Jolly. But you know, folks, again, I can't stress this enough. When you have 36, 37, 38 degree water temp, these fish are a lot more sluggish than they are in the summertime.
Absolutely.
And you know, I've fished with you a lot of years, buddy, and you try different retrieves at different times, even during the same day.
Oh yeah, you got to keep changing it up. If one thing's not working, do something else. But yeah, I really slowed it down on this fish.
So all you got to do is give that lure enough vibration to work.
Just so you can barely even feel it vibrating.
Really?
That's when it's really cold like this, that's the key.
Hey, here we go, Jal, back of the boat. And I'm going to tell you how I did this, man. This one feels pretty good. I should loosen my drag a tad, Jal. Look at that. Look at that rod bending, buddy. Oh, yeah, that was fun. I thought it was a lot bigger than that, you know?
They pull pretty hard.
But that is the most important thing I got to point out again, folks, is at the end of my retrieve is just jigging it a little bit. You know, that was on the Kalen's hair jig.
Yep.
But that happened at the very end. So at the end of your cast, doesn't matter how you do it?
I like just kind of a soft little hop there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the end of the cast, they bite there all the time.
I mean, that's a small fish, and I thought it was big.
Yeah, they pull hard.
Yeah, they really do. And a lot of people say, well, I don't fight, but I totally disagree. Yeah, Great Lakes fish have a tendency to be pretty strong, don't they?
Absolutely.
Yay, another one for Gillespie if we get them in. That is so fun on that Kalen's hair jig, that hit. Your line just jumps, and you know that you got them, right?
Yep. It's a walleye.
Yeah, that's a good walleye. There we go, pal.
There we go.
And that one ate the whole jig, right?
Oh, yeah, he's got the main hook in his jaw.
Yeah, we talked before about how important that stinger hook is. And I like it when they're aggressive and take that whole thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, a normal day, though, the majority of the hook sets are on that stinger.
Yeah. And you think that's a female?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nice thick fish.
How is the growth rate for walleyes out here?
Excellent. Best in the state.
Yeah, like tell me a little bit. So for 3-year-old fish would be legal maybe?
Yeah, about 3 years. They're hitting that 15-inch mark.
And how is the walleye fishery right now on the bay compared to years past?
It's good. There's still, the numbers are as good as ever. We don't see as many really big fish. I remember years ago, a day like today, we would have had 2-3 over 30.
Yeah, right.
Now if I get 2 or 3 over 30 in a month, that's pretty good.
No, and I urge you folks to get up here with Brett, after opening day and really get into keeping some fish. So you get 4 people in the boat, you can keep how many?
20 fish.
20 walleyes.
5 walleyes per person.
So it's 5 walleyes per person.
Yes.
After opening day.
Right.
That was fun. I love that hit on that hair
It's
jig.
fun. Yeah, the hair jig bite is great.
Hey, I got something small on here, Jal.
Ooh, nice perch.
Oh, yeah. That's one thing. Of course, these are out of season right now, Brett.
Yep.
But another thing that Brett does in the summertime, which is a real blast, is come on over here. You guide for these jumbo perch out here.
Yeah, all summer long we guide for perch, and that's like an average good eater.
Right.
But we get them up to 16 inches.
And when does that go? June and July?
Our opener is May 20th.
Okay.
So from May 20th all the way to end of August is really good. We get them pretty good in the fall too.
And what's really cool about coming up here to the Bay of Green Bay is you can keep 15 a person?
15 per person,
yeah,
yep.
And I'll tell you what, I've done it with you. There's some big perch.
Oh, there's some giants, yeah.
Way to go, Sterling. Good job there, buddy. Ooh, then now look at that, Rodman. What do you think there, Jolly?
It looks decent.
Okay, let's see. He's coming in here. Oh, man, that one's battling you really good, Sterling. Oh, I haven't seen him yet. Have you seen him, Joe?
I saw a little flash. I don't know.
All right, John.
That's what's so fun this time of year, folks. You don't know if it's 2 pounds or 10 pounds. Yeah, that's a real nice walleye. Way to go there, Sterling.
There you go.
Hey, buddy, I'll tell you what, that's a beautiful walleye right there. And what happened on that one there, Sterling?
Went back to that reel method, took 3 reels, let it fall to the bottom, and picked it up right off the bottom.
Hey, McGillis, all right, buddy. Hey, you've held up well in this cold today, and I'll tell you what, it is cold, isn't it?
Oh, man, it's been a long day, John, but it's been fun.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, you know, get out here when it's, you know, 38 degrees high.
Yep.
And you're still catching big old walleyes. That's Brett Jolly, right?
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, that McGillis is not only a great personal injury lawyer, he's a great angler. There we go.
That's a big one.
There we go, John.
Well done, Chris. Good job, buddy. What happened on that, Chris?
I was working it, and look at that belly on that thing, John.
Oh, that's a gorgeous walleye, isn't it? That's a beautiful fish. And you know how deep that fish was?
How deep?
5 feet.
Whoa, crazy.
And, you know, that is interesting. And Brett, as you get towards evening, a lot of times do these fish move a little shallower?
Yeah, you know, they'll push up on these shallower break lines. I've caught them up in 2-3 feet of water in the evenings.
Serious?
Oh yeah, yeah, they'll push up real shallow. On average, they'll be just kind of right on that break, that 4 or 5 feet.
What do you think of McGillis? This big fat fish?
Hey, that's a nice fish. Very nice one.
Captain Brett Jolly guides the Bay of Green Bay on a daily basis. For more information, give Brett a call. That phone number is 715-581-5678. 581-5678.
Get ready for the ride of your life. Right now, we have amazing deals that you can't miss. From rugged trails to family fun, the Yamaha Wolverine is built for it all. And with our exclusive financing and customer cash options, your dream ride is closer than ever. Experience the ultimate blend of performance and versatility. Don't wait. These deals won't last long. Visit your local Yamaha dealer today and start your new adventure.
I'll tell you what, even on a tough day, you catch a lot of walleyes, and that was fun. But you got openings in May, and again, after the opening day, the first Saturday of May, everybody can keep 5 walleyes a day.
5 per person over 15 inches,
and you got all the stuff. All they got to do is bring themselves.
Exactly.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Had a great time. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know if we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.